Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Taps. I am a program manager at SEO London. I look after our programs in the corporates, consulting, technology, engineering, and insurance sectors. For those of you who haven't heard about SEO London, let me just tell a bit about SEO London, what we do as an organization, and then I'll tell you a bit about how it is that you would get a job at a big corporation or a elite employer, as we like to refer it to. SEO London is a London-based charity. We support or work with talented young students, just like yourselves, to get jobs, work experience, skills sessions, and access to elite employers or into big corporations. We work across all of the different industry sectors. So we work in consulting, in technology, in the corporate sector, in insurance, in law, in banking, and in finance as well. And we identify the students that we need to support. And once we've identified those students, which are usually either women that are studying tech, just like yourselves, or we're looking at ethnic students from an ethnic minority background, as well as students from low socioeconomic backgrounds, we give you all of these skills for you to then get a job or a work placement or an internship at a big company or elite employer. How it is that you would go about getting an opportunity at elite employer, there's a few things that you could possibly follow, and you should get there at the end. The first thing that you would do or should do is start early. When you're studying at school, you're thinking about the subjects that you want to study, but you're already past that school subject as you're now university students. You're at university. Think about the stuff that you like to do and what it is that you want to do as a career. How you would possibly start getting more skills and all of those things that you want to do. Start participating and joining in all sorts of different associations, different clubs, doing everything out of your comfort zone that's going to develop some of your core skills. Some of those core skills can be things like your leadership skills, your team building skills, your writing skills, your presentation skills. Join those societies and volunteer to lead or volunteer to do things that are going to take you out of your comfort zone and help you to practice those amongst your peers. I would start this at the beginning of university, so in your first year, start joining as much as you can. Also start looking at doing internships within your first year. A lot of these big organizations or elite companies do start internships in first year or work placements or insight weeks. If you can get yourself onto one of those, you would then do an insight week or internship in your first year, you do one in your second year, and then you do one in your third year. And make sure that you keep going back to do as many internships as you possibly can across a variety of different industries so that you can keep getting in. You must also attend any workshops or anything, your career services or career fairs or talks that any of these companies would have on campus. You should attend those, because what these companies are then going to do is that they're going to give you information, they're going to give you knowledge, they're going to give you skill sessions that are going to help you to apply for an internship and be successful in that application. At the moment, there's a lot of emphasis on supporting students from underrepresented backgrounds, such as women in STEM like yourselves, from a lot of underrepresented backgrounds. There's a lot of emphasis on doing that, and a lot of companies, organizations are coming to give you first-hand skills, where they're using a lot of the people that are employed within their business. They're using a lot of their graduates to come back and give students those skills. Register for as much as you can. An organization like ours here at SEO London as well is also a helpful one that you could possibly work with, and we would work with you all through from your first year. Well, we start when you're about in year 11 and work with you all the way until you land your graduate job at the end. Another way to get a job in these big organizations is that when you're doing your internship, you are going to work to the best of your ability as you possibly can. We're not saying that you must, work to death in there literally, but you're going to work and you're going to do very well. You're going to do everything they're going to tell you, take on board all the advice, and also do a lot of networking. Establish some relationships within those organizations that are going to help you to move forward, that are going to give you advice, on how it is that you move forward. Always networking is key. Network amongst your peers, network with any more of these employers that you meet on campus, network with your professors, network with your career services. Always keep those networks in place, because these are the people that are going to help you move on further when it is that you need to do that, generally within your careers. Also, another thing is practice. When you do try to get a job at a lot of these big organizations, they're testing you on some of the key core competencies or the key skills that you would need to be successful in that particular job or that particular career. A lot of those are quite generic. So, you got your leadership skills, you've got your communication skills, your presentation skills, your team building skills. Practice your presentation skills, practice those through your societies, with your peers, with your teachers, and anyone else that's in professional networks that practice with them. Practice any of your team building skills again by joining in things that'll take you out of your comfort zones and make you work as a team. Practice your communication skills, so whether it is as your writing, whether it's your talking, and whether or not it is your presentation skills. Like I'm doing a bit of a video presentation now. Practice all of that. You can talk to yourself in the mirror. You can record a video of yourself and record it back to yourself. Practice for your video interviews. Again, for video interviews, about recording what it is that you're saying, and then you can play it back to yourself again. And practice for your interviews. Interview practice is very important, and I think this is quite a big hurdle. And whatever opportunity you are going to get in a big organization, you are going to get interviewed. A big thing that you must know about interviews is that all of your work experience and any of your other experience in your societies and associations is always relevant. The idea of an interview is for you to show that you have relevant skills to do the job, relevant skills to excel in the job, and relevant skills to also do well and be successful within that job. When you are doing your interview questions or answering your questions within an interview, you need to relate all your relevant skills and knowledge back to the role. This is why we always say you must always practice your STAR technique. The STAR technique is all over the internet. I won't go through it in too much detail, but you can look it up. So it's the STAR technique for practicing for your competency-based interviews. And this is the type of way you should speak and the type of way you should structure your answers in interviews. So practice is key for you to get a job in an elite employer. The other thing that I think I will leave you with, because I've gone on and on a bit, is that you must just take every opportunity you can. A lot of these big companies or big corporations are coming out to campus. They're seeking students such as yourself who are very, very talented. They want you to join their organization, and they want you to develop a career within that industry. So take in every opportunity that you possibly can, or every opportunity that is available to you. Take it and try it. At this stage of your life, it's something that you can try. If it doesn't work, you can always go back and try something else. So try as many different things as you can, and take in as much opportunities as you possibly can at this stage as well. So I wish you all the best. Again, you may join an organization like ours, SEO London. I wish you all the best. And if there's anything, we'd be at the Careers Fair, or we'll have a store all day, and we'd be happy to answer any questions from there. Thank you.